Our third component of our lab practical involves a single replacement reaction, element plus a compound, making a new element plus a compound. We're going to be reacting zinc metal with an aqueous solution of copper 2 sulfate. It is a qualitative experiment. It means that you are making careful observations. You will not be recording data per se, but more about observations. How can you detect a chemical change took place? So when we think about observations to let us know a change took place, come up with at least 2 of them for each one of these components. So first of all, let's write a balanced equation for solid zinc with the solution of copper 2 sulfate. Zinc metal in a solid state is an element. Putting it into a blue-colored solution of copper 2 sulfate, copper with its +2, sulfate with its -2, we simply come up with CuSO4. Element plus a compound. The element, zinc, and the copper exchange places, a single displacement reaction. Solid copper will plate out of this solution and a gray color starts to form in the water of the aqueous zinc sulfate. Write a sentence for the complete balanced equation you wrote up here in question 1. I want to read this in terms of a balanced equation. I would start by indicating the state of matter, solid, and the element zinc. That's these 2 symbols taken together, solid zinc. Then I see the plus sign. I know that stands for reacts with. CuSO4AQ. You'll need to write that out as aqueous copper 2 sulfate. I then see the arrow. We could say yields, produces, goes to, forms. I'll write producing. The next part of my sentence, Cu with an S, so I'll write that as solid copper. Then a plus sign on the right side of it stands for the word and. ZnSO4AQ is zinc sulfate aqueous. And I could have written aqueous before, probably would have sounded better. Solid zinc reacts with aqueous copper 2 sulfate, producing solid copper and zinc sulfate aqueous. Our single displacement pattern, I'll just kind of scroll back here and describe 2 skills. You're dropping a piece of copper into blue-colored solution. Write down 2 observations because you'll be asked. Provide evidence that a chemical change took place. At least 2 observations to let you know something took place. Here's another hint. You'll be asked in the lab, was it exothermic or was it endothermic? And provide evidence of your choice. How do I know? Well, I better make a note here to feel the test tube. Did it get hot or did it get cold? Was it heat releasing or heat absorbing? Make sure one of your 2 observations, think about heat of reaction, the enthalpy. You'll be asked to label it as exo or endothermic. And that's it for part C. 1 chemical reaction, single replacement where zinc kicks out copper. Think about 2 observations. One of them should be heat. Be able to write a balanced equation and turn that balanced equation into words as we've modeled here.